Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Maria, and today I'm going to present our idea, smart recycling and composting station with rewards. So our concept is simple. We want to incentivize Londoners to reduce their waste. What if throwing away a plastic bottle or a bag of food scraps didn't just reduce waste, but also put money back in your pocket? What if every action that benefits the planet give a small but meaningful reward to the person who did it? This is the idea that we'll present today. We'll show how our idea evolved using the design thinking approach, from empathy with people who use a waste system to testing a working prototype. So, we believe that our idea can help London become a world leader in achieving SDG 12, which is responsible consumption and production. So, the problem from people's eyes. The design thinking process begins by seeing the problem through the eyes of real people. In London, residents and businesses generate close to 18 million tons of waste each year. Most of the material is either dumped in landfill or burned in the incinerators. Food waste is even worse. Estimate that on average of a third of food bought by Londoners end up wasted. In other words, take 3 bags of food home and you will throw one bag in the bin. In our conversation with London residents, many said that they felt, why should I bother when it comes to reducing waste? Someone told us, if my neighbor doesn't bother recycling, why should I? Another said, recycling is fine, but it never seems to help me personally. Both quotes shows a lack of immediate and obvious personal motivation. So, by all this put together, what do we understand by this? That people doesn't have motivation of uh, starting to save or to not do that much waste. We understand that people doesn't have a motivation from why they should start saving or not wasting. So we need to come with an idea to give them a reason to start uh, save the to save. So we came with this idea uh, to give them purpose. Like everyone thinks in these days about money. What if throwing in a bin uh, will give them, if throwing in the bin a bottle of bottle of plastic will give them back 50p? What if instead of buying so much food, they'll they'll buy less food, and then obviously they'll start reducing waste? Because everyone, I mean, let's be honest, everyone is buying too much and it's end up being throwing away. So in this way, we're gonna give them an opportunity to not waste that much, but instead of wasting, buy less, and also after you throwing away whatever you're throwing, to receive some benefits back. Tim Brown, in his book Change by Design, says empathy is the tool that we use to discover not just what people think, but how they feel about the problem. As users of waste systems, uh, we need to to listen to the stories of people. Empathy reveals not only the functional needs, clean. Uh, empathy reveals not only the functional needs, clean bins that don't leak, but also emotional issues that drive behavior. Recycling isn't a reward. So, by saying this, I came again with the same idea that we're trying to motivate people by not wasting that much. But also it's about how people feel. It's about how people will understand this situation. Also, if we start thinking how to save and not waste, we also will have a cleaner space, uh, a cleaner air to breathe, and also the place that we are walking around, we are living in, is going to be more clean, of course. And by saying all this, I'm going to let my colleagues to continue the presentation. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Madalina, and today I will talk about framing the wicked problem. I will start this paragraph with a very simple but very important question. And the question is, how might we make recycling and composting regarding simple and part of everyday life in London? After getting lots of insight, you need to clearly state the problem in a human-centered way. London faces a wicked problem. Vast volume are growing and current recycling rates are far below target. But just telling Londoners to do better or recycling more won't solve it. And now comes the clear answer to the important question, how might make recycling and composting regarding simple and parts of everyday life in London? We define our goal as building a system people want to use where recycling and composting is convenient, easy to understand, and brings them some value, Norman 2030. In other words, we should design waste reduction to feel less like a chore or a civic duty and more like a win-win for everyone. This framing now sets the direction for ideation. I want to add something very important here. This is a very good example to help improve. On my country, Romanian, people pay an extra guarantee on the glass. For example, before a bottle of water is £1, and now is £1.50 with a guarantee. But after I use it, I can take it to the recycling center and they will give me the £50 back. This is a very good way to help improve recycling. That's all I had to say in this presentation, but now I will let my next colleague continue this presentation with more useful information. Thank you for your time and for your attention.
Hi, my name is Konstantin Christa, and today I will present brainstorming solution. And also we explored three ideas, which are zero waste hubs, food redistribution networks, and smart bins with data. And these three ideas are followed by three questions. What about zero waste community hubs where people can bring items to repair? What about food redistribution networks to give unsold food to charities? And what about smart bins with sensors that automatically sort waste? And now I will give the answers. Smart recycling and composting station with rewards. These would be special stations placed around London where people can recycle bottles, cans, and plastic packaging or deposit compostable waste such as food scraps. The station would scan the items weigh them, and credit a financial reward into the user's account. For example, 5p for a plastic bottle and 25p per kilo of compost material. The money would be funded from producers' responsibility schemes and government green initiatives. Now I will continue with our concept in action. Scan and identify waste, rewards 5p bottle and 25p per kilogram compost, and app connection for balance and education. So, imagine a vending machine, but in reverse. Instead of buying a drink, you bring back the bottle. You scan it with a machine's reader, slot it inside, and the machine credits 5p to your account. Next to the recycling bay is a compost slot. You put food in scraps in a bag, weight, and the machine gives you 25p per kilo. And now I will let my colleague to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ionila Andreea Parbu, and today I will present for you our concept in action. Your prototype is based on the case studies in designing for behavior change by Stefan Wendel, which shows the people from habit when an activity is rewarding and easy to do by giving people both financial and emotion rewards for recycling and composting. We improve the likelihood they will form the habit of using the station regularly. The prototype will be trialed in one borough starting with Hackney for its demographic and existing community action on sustainability. A rollout of 10 stations could take place near supermarkets, markets, and transport hubs. This will allow us to test logistic, user experience, and economic viability before app calling citywide. The next slide. It's about the learning and iterating. For your project, after creating the prototype described above, we will start with a 6-month pilot in Hackney. This borough was chosen for its deserved demographic and activity community working on sustainability. Then smart station will be installed in an accessibility location around the borough and monitored. Metrics will include total bottles, plastic, and composting items collected, number of people using the station regularly, changes household waste going to landfill, user satisfaction and experience, survives. If queues are forming, we may design a faster machine. Jane Lietka described the learning and adjusting process in design and thinking for the great God. Testing, it's about understanding what people like, what's not working, and then iterating rapidly. This cycle of testing and learning means the final system is truly designed for user. And now I can give you some examples. Recycling is important because it conserves natural resource by reducing the need to extract new raw materials, save energy by using less energy to create product from recycling materials than from raw ones, and reduce pollution and greenhouse gas. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Peter Valentin Lăscaie. I'll continue with the feature vision. London 2013. Smart station in every borough. Less landfill, more energy. Everyday recycling. Rewarding habit. People are using to bring it bottle and compost to their local recycling station. Just as the mine use ATM machine today. Compost is collected and turned into energy to power people homes. Call to actions. Let's turn waste in value. Ask local council and business to invest in a circular economic infrastructure. But most of all are individual. Let's commit to recycling and composting every day. As design thinkers, you believe in the power of small actions when supposed by good system to transform big problems. London can lead the world in matching sustainable compassion and reality. Now I can give some example to the actions. Take responsibility for waste. Waste is not just environmental issue, is a resource waiting to be reclaimed. Every item we discard has value when managed responsibly. We urge every Londoner to reduce waste at the source by choosing recyclable product and avoiding unnecessary packaging. Sort and recycle correctly to ensure valuable materials are recovered. Compost food scraps to create renewable energy and enrich soil. By enrich soil. Support policies and businesses that prioritize recycle economic practices. By taking this action, you directly contribute to reducing landfill waste, cutting greenhouse gas emission, and building a cleaner, more sustainable city. Together, you can transform London into a global leader in waste reduction and resource recovery. Thank you for to listen to us, and sorry, apologize for any mistake that you make and for the emotion. Thank you so much.